welcome back to my channel. I missed you guys so much. I just want to say thank you for all the support, for all the messages, for all the ones that have been following me on my Instagram, asking how I'm doing, how everything is going. I just want to say thank you. It honestly means the world to us. It's honestly a stressful process to move to an island, but we're finally here. We have a house. Our house is coming along in a little bit. I will be doing a furnished house tour because it's almost done. We just have to do a little bit of things. But I just want to say thank you, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you turn your post notifications on so you can be notified whenever I post a video. Also, share this video because I am doing a giveaway at 300 subscribers, so share, and thank you all for the support, for sticking with me. It honestly means so much. So, as you can see by today's title, this video is going to be a Hawaii traveling, moving Q&A, if that makes sense. I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask any questions that you guys had about moving, about the dogs, about housing, traveling, flights, anything. And a lot of you asked me really good questions, as you can see. So I'm going to be going through all of them, but before I do that, make sure you hit that like button, please, and make sure you share this video so a lot of more people can, you know, get the knowledge, get to see how military life is really like and how the moving process is like. So let me stop talking and let's go to the questions. So the first question is, did COVID have an effect with you guys moving? And yes, it did. We were supposed to PCS in August, but we didn't get to leave until November. So everything was backed up. We didn't get all the paperwork that we needed because, you know, people are trying to PCS too, and COVID making it so hard to get appointments and all of that. So yes, it did by a couple months. Because of COVID, we couldn't do most of the appointments that we needed to do, so we had to wait a long time to actually go to those appointments and get everything done. I hope I answered your question. Okay, so the second question is, how long did the process take? It almost took like 6 to 7 months to do the whole process of getting the dogs, applying for housing, getting all the paperwork for Israel's job, getting all the medical that I needed to do. It took a long time. It took like 7 months. It's a really long process, and you can only do so much. So you go bring the paperwork, but you have to wait for them to either review it, send it, sign it. So that was really stressful, which that's the next question. The third question is, was it stressful? Yes, it was honestly the most stressful thing I've ever done in my life. Me and Israel would get to little arguments because we were so stressed that we didn't know, because it was out of our hands at the end of the day, you know? Like, we did our part, we were just waiting for everyone else to do theirs. So it was super stressful. If you're PCSing and you're a military wife or anything, please reach out, because doing this alone is really hard, and I'm getting emotional because it really is. It takes a toll on you, and you just think that you're never gonna do it because it's so much that you have to do in such a short amount of time. We only had 2 weeks to do everything because we were told last minute, oh, you're leaving in 2 weeks, and we were like, what? We only have half of it done. So please don't do it alone. Try to have good support system behind you. Lean to your husband, lean to your wife, and make sure that those stressful moments are turned into, okay, let's calm down, it's out of our hands, we can do it, we can get through this. So I'm gonna stop saying numbers because I'm gonna get all of them confused. But the next question is the most stressful thing of them all. And I would have to say that the most stressful thing was the EFMP. So before your PCS overseas, we're not really overseas because Hawaii is part of the United States, but we still needed to go through the EFMP program. That is the most stressful thing ever. Why? Because you go to the appointment, you know, you do everything that you have to do, but then you have to wait to know if you're in the program, if you're not. If you're in the program, then they have to send the paper to Hawaii. Hawaii has to accept you, and then you get the paperwork, but it takes like long. It takes a really long time to go through the EFMP screening, so I think that was the most stressful of them all, to be honest. Okay, so the next question is, one thing you wish you knew or did before moving. One thing I wish I knew was how stressful it was gonna be, because you know, you see people moving, you see people coming, but I never knew how the process was like. You know, we've never PCS before, so I wish that, you know, I had someone that I knew that, you know, knew the process and knew what we were doing. So that's one of the things. The other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to the dogs and everything, because I got a lot of those questions. So the next question is, how does traveling with dogs work? That is a really, really good question. Traveling with dogs is really stressful. It's not as stressful as the EFMP, but it's very, very stressful. You have to go, since we're in Hawaii, we had to go through a lot of tests, a lot of blood work that we needed to do in order for us to be able to take them. So it's a really long process, but I believe if you're in a military town, the vet should know how all of that paperwork works. But we basically just went to our vet. They did all the screening, all the blood work, everything that they needed to do, and then they just sent the papers over. So we didn't have to deal with all that. We were just waiting for the results to come back, which that was awesome, because you know, you think about all these things, now you gotta add the dogs, but our vet were amazing. If you're in Oklahoma, if you're in Fort Sill, if you're in Lawton, Oklahoma, Freeman Vet Clinic is honestly the best. I am extremely grateful for them because they made the process with the dogs a lot smoother. So I am forever thankful for them. If you're around that area, they are the best. Was it stressful? Yes, it was stressful. You know, they're dogs. You know, you think about, oh my gosh, am I not gonna be able to take them? What am I gonna do? Are we gonna have the good sized kennel for them? Like, it's just a process, because it was really stressful. The next question is, how much did you pay? That is honestly a good question. We paid a lot. We paid a lot of money. I don't even know what to say. We paid a lot of money. If you're PCSing, save money. And if you're PCSing and you have dogs, please save money, because it's really expensive. The next question is, how did the dogs react to how they were being transported? To be honest, they were awesome on the plane. You know, we had their kennels, we bought a travel kit, so they had everything they need. We put, Zane is kind of like Israel's dog. I'm gonna put a picture of them right here. And then Luke is my doggy. I'm gonna put a picture right here. So, we put a blanket of Israel. We put Israel's blanket on Zane's, and we put my blanket on Luke, so they could have our scent and they wouldn't feel alone. They did awesome. The plane ride, I think it was close to 8 hours, and they did not pee, they did not use the bathroom, they were perfect, and they were so excited to see us. So they did really, really good, and that makes me happy, because you know, you're like, oh my god, I'm not gonna be there, how they're gonna do it. I'm always with them. So, but they did really, really good, which I am very proud of them, because they're my babies. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to housing questions, because there was a lot of them too. So First, did you have to pack everything or did the movers do it? How does that work? We did not have to pack anything. They packed every single thing for us. They packed everything. How does it work? We grabbed everything that we were gonna take on the plane with us and put it in a closet, and we put paper that said do not enter, do not take everywhere around that closet in the door, so they wouldn't go in there and take that stuff. So, but everything else, they packed everything. So all we did was go to, I don't remember what the office was called, but we went, I think it was transportation. We went there and they did the paperwork, they set our movers. They just gave us their number and the date, and then the day before they called us, they were like, oh, we're gonna be there around this time, and then they came, they packed everything, and that was it. So we didn't have to do anything, which was honestly a weight off our shoulders. And it was the same thing when we got here. They didn't unpack everything, but the big stuff like the bookshelves, the couches, the bed, they put the bed together, they put the couch where we wanted it, and so they basically did all the big stuff, but we had to unpack like the kitchen stuff, our clothes, our shoes, and all of that. Did you get the house you wanted? Yes, we did. We got everything that we wanted in the house. We wanted a 3-bedroom, we wanted a garage, we wanted central air, we wanted a yard. So we did get everything we wanted. This house is honestly more than we could ever ask for, more than we thought we were gonna get. So we're grateful for this house. So yeah, did get the house we wanted. Okay, so the next question is, how long did it take for you to get the house? We applied in January of 2020 and we got here in November of 2020. So we applied like 2 months after we received an email with a person who was going to be helping us and all of that. So you know, we told them that we still didn't know when we were leaving. So they needed our flights, they needed his orders, they needed other stuff, other military paperwork that I don't really know too much about, but yeah, they needed all of that. So we needed to wait until he got his paper orders, like his hard orders, that we were actually leaving in November, in order for us to look at houses and pick the house we wanted. So I know that if you're in the EFMP program, you get put at priority. So yeah, hopefully this helps. You know, we were in contact with the leasing agent and all of that, so we got the house pretty quick. But I think it was because we put the application really early, because we knew that, you know, sometimes they take forever. So it all depends. How is moving the car and furniture process work? How does it work? The car was pretty easy. It wasn't really that bad. You just have to clean your car. Your car has to be spotless. There can be nothing in the car, nothing in the glove compartment, nothing, not even a car refreshener where you put your phone, nothing. Everything has to be out. Your car has to be spotless, clean. If not, they will make you go and vacuum it again and then go back. So that's how it works. But how it works, you have to set the appointment and everything up. So what we did was, when we went to travel and we did the housing stuff, they gave us the phone number for the car place. We called the car place. They told us everything that we needed to do to bring, all the paperwork. We also you know, made an appointment for us to go, because you just can't show up to get your car shipped. So I think we needed insurance. We needed a letter from the bank saying that it was okay for us to take it to Hawaii. So, you know, we left before we sent our car. So our friends actually sent our car for us, which I am forever thankful for them. So it wasn't a really bad process, but your car has to be spotless clean. Like, it has to be spotless clean. You need to make sure you have, you know, the paperwork that you need from the bank, from the insurance, all of that, and then you should be able to just drop it off and you should be good. It took like I would say like 2 weeks to get here, which is not that bad. The furniture, like I said, all you have to do is just have the movers come and they pick everything for you. And our furniture and all of that took about a month and a half to get here, which it's really not that bad, especially with, you know, COVID and everything. So it's all about, you know, waiting, because that's what it's really all about. Okay, so the last question is, how was the plane ride? The plane ride was long. It was really, really long. Sorry. It was really, really long. It was almost 8 hours. With COVID, you have to have your mask on. So it wasn't bad, but it wasn't something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get on a plane, woo! No, not at all, not at all. Okay guys, so that is all for all the Hawaii traveling questions. I hope that I answered some of your questions, that, you know, this can help you think and, you know, plan for the future if you're going to PCS. So if you need anything, or if you need support going through this or anything, this is my Instagram. Make sure you follow me, and the link is down below in the description. I'm always talking back, I'm always posting, I'm always engaging, so that would be awesome. I'm here to, you know, for you, because I know this process is not easy, but I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I answered some of your questions, you get a little bit of more clarity. I hope this helps you. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe, to hit that like button, to share this video so other people can see it. If you have any other questions, make sure you leave them in the comment down below. I will for sure comment back. Or if you want a whole video on the dogs, a whole video on anything, if you have anything that you want to see on my channel, leave it down below. I will for sure look at them and put them on my list. So just like I always say, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.